Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to Avatar The Last Airbender Season 3, episodes 14, 15, 16 and 17. Some great episodes again, but before I start talking about the episodes, I just want to make a disclaimer to let you guys know about my style of reacting. So in the previous reaction, I saw a comment, well it was more than one comment from this one particular individual who is pretty much a hater, so I really don't want this to come across as a rant, but I just wanted to let you guys know because in case anyone thinks the same way. So there was this particular person, I won't say their name, in the comment section complaining about the way that I react. And firstly, there were a few comments in general that was saying that I missed a few things in the previous episodes when I was reacting, and I apologize for that. I'm sorry that I missed the part where Zuko redirected the lightning to Ozai. I don't know. I wouldn't know in advance like when the cool moments happen. It's totally blind, it's totally the first time, so I'm bound to miss something, but I'm really sorry for missing that really cool moment. I don't know, I guess I was talking during that time and I might have been distracted by something else. But I really do apologize about that. So I don't mind people telling me. I don't want this to come across as a rant. I mean, like, you guys have the right to like tell me if I missed something, so that's totally fine. It's totally fine to tell me if I've missed something if you say it politely. But this one commentator said it like he was so triggered. So it was, oh man, I got so angry when I read that comment because, okay, firstly, he literally spent so much of his time literally writing a whole essay on how bad my reactions are. Like, damn, I haven't seen a comment like that for a very long time, so I was like, jeez. Like, yo, you just tell me if I've missed something and let me know what I actually missed, as opposed to like critiquing the way that I react, because every reactor is different. So I'm sorry, but I can't pause the video whilst I react. I understand that I do need to pay attention more, even though I try my best to like pay attention to everything. But I do need to talk though. If I don't talk, then there's no point in me reacting. And the reason why I don't pause the video is, firstly, it's not the way that I do things. If I was to pause a reaction, it would only make the reaction longer. And also, I only make quick comments. I don't linger so much. I don't like talk about one particular moment for a very long time. So if I was to pause a video every 10 to 20 seconds, I would have to edit that video for like 5 hours straight or something. That's how long it would probably take to edit and then get that video out, to export that video. So it takes a very long time anyway already to edit these reactions. So if I was to edit, I would have to like sync up all the little bits to for my video clip with the reaction, and syncing up all the bits, you know, like, so that's just gonna take so much of my time and I don't have that time, unfortunately. Secondly, I don't like that style of reacting where reactors pause. Personally, I just want like quick comments being said as the reaction goes on. I don't want someone to, like, whenever I watch someone on YouTube react, I don't mind someone pausing like once in a while, because you have a right to like linger on a moment if it's like particularly important and you want to make a big comment on that. But if it's like every 10 seconds, it's like, can you get on with it, you know? That's just how I feel anyway, so that's why I don't like doing it to you guys. That's why I never pause during a reaction. and also it's just gonna take a very long time to edit that. So the reason why I'm telling you this is like so you guys know why I don't pause during a reaction, in case that's what you want. There are a lot of other reactors that pause, but just because they do it doesn't mean that I have to do it. So to each their own. Some people like it and other people don't. If I was to just suddenly change my way of reacting, some people would complain about that because they expected me to like do it the old way, like how I would now, where I just let the video carry on, because everyone's so used to it by now. So that's why, that's like another reason why I can't just like all of a sudden just change my way of reacting and then expect people to adjust to that change, you know, because it's a huge change to make, to pause a reaction and then pause again and then pause again. And it's like, you know, like personally, if I was to like watch my own reactions, I'd be like, just get on with it. So yeah, so okay, so the reason why I was angry with that particular comment was because of how rude it was to that person, the way they were talking to me in the comment section. Firstly, they were like saying that I monologue too much and that I should stop talking, that like it was just said in such a rude way. I don't appreciate it being said like that. If you at least told me like, oh, you missed the part when da da da, just say it like that. Just let me know what I missed, and you can tell me that I should pay attention a bit more. I don't mind. Look, I don't mind a bit of critique now and then, but just don't say in such a like hateful way, cause like I'm trying my best, you know. So just to that person, it's just very few people that in that person that was like talking trash about the way that I react. If I see you in the comment section, just try to be cool about it. If I miss something, just say so, but like just don't be so rude about it and make a whole freaking essay on just like critiquing the way that I react. Like, gee, like I'm sure you have a life, so you know, like don't make a whole essay about it. Just tell me straight. So I don't mind people critiquing me, but it's just, you know, just don't be so rude about it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so that comment pissed me off. So I mean, if the person that's watching, if you're the person that actually made that extremely hateful comment, I haven't actually blocked you, so you are still able to comment in the comment section. So if you just be hateful again, I will block you. I have every right to like moderate my own comment section. It is my channel, so please don't play the victim here. I am trying to be calm and saying this in a really nice way. You can critique my, that's no problem. You have your own opinion. You have every right to have your own opinion about, you know, the way reaction should be done, but that's just not the way that I do things. I don't pause a video, and I can't pause a video every 10 seconds just to talk. So yeah, so you know, like there's so many other reactors out there, so you can just watch them. There are plenty of other Avatar reactors, so yeah, you don't have to watch my, no, you're not obliged to watch my reactions. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. Anyway, these episodes, great episodes. Again, so the first two episodes, it reminded me of Impel Down. Impel Down is this prison location in One Piece, and it was like a really ruthless prison. It was like an underwater prison actually, and a lot of formidable prisoners, like really bad prisoners, were imprisoned in Impel Down. This is One Piece though, but it just, the Boiling Rock reminded me of that. So the Boiling Rock is a prison that Suki and Hakoda and a lot of other prisoners were in. I don't know what the big guy's name was, the one that was eavesdropping into Sokka, Zuko, and Suki. Like, they wanted to get out of the prison using the cooler. I don't know what the big guy's name is, but he eavesdropped and he actually helped them. He actually wanted to escape with them. So I thought, okay, I just hope this guy doesn't snake on them, and I'm so glad he did not snake on Zuko, Sokka and Suki in Hakoda. So I'm really glad that, so the plan was that Sokka really wanted to rescue his dad, because his dad was taken by the Fire Nation as a prisoner, so he really wanted to go to the Boiling Rock to find Hakoda, and he found out it would be through the Boiling Rock because Zuko knows where the prisoners are kept. So unfortunately at first Sokka was really like sad that he couldn't find his father, but he did find Suki. So I'm really glad that, and I was right in saying that surely there has to be someone that Sokka recognizes, and I'm glad that he found Suki, and then he found Hakoda, so that's good that he managed to rescue them. And he was in a bit of dilemma about whether he should, so before he was to rescue Hakoda, whether he should get the cooler to set Suki free, set all of them free, or whether he should take the chance in trying to find his father Hakoda. So he took the chance that it's still possible that his father is in the Boiling Rock, and he actually was. And his dad is like quite a badass. Like, he was going against the Warden's instructions. Like, he wasn't taking any, he just had zero fucks basically. And it was a bit risky, you know, because I wasn't sure like how brutal the Wardens and the Fire Nation soldiers would be towards the prisoners. To be honest, I was actually quite surprised because I expected more torture, but I guess because it's PG, the actual series is PG, they're not gonna like show like proper torture moments. So I guess because, you know, it's quite child friendly, the series. Not that child friendly, there are some dark moments actually in the series. But like I was just thinking of Impel Down and how there's like a place where prisoners freeze to death, and when I saw the cooler system where prisoners would freeze so that they don't use their firebending, I thought that was really smart and quite cruel as well. So I'm just so like, I'm so amazed by Sokka because he's so resourceful. He got the idea to escape the Boiling Rock using the cooler. So because the cooler is like this big tank thing, and they can use that as a boat to get to escape the Boiling Rock area. Unfortunately, the plan didn't work. So they got, I mean, the other prisoners that wanted to get on that, they got caught. And then they managed to find Hakoda, and then they actually did manage to escape that in the end, so it's all cool. In the last two episodes, things got really serious. In the third episode that I watched, it was episode 16, where Katara, she wanted some closure, she wanted to get revenge on the man that killed her mother, and we actually found out a bit more about how their mum died, because we didn't really get the details before about how Katara and Sokka's mom died. So Sokka, basically Katara was she was still very angry at Zuko because she's still very angry at the Fire Nation, so she's putting that anger out on Zuko. So she's still like like, everyone else is cool with Zuko, but it's just Katara that is still very angry with Zuko, just based on what has happened in the past with how Zuko betrayed them and how the Fire Nation killed her mother. So Zuko wanted to know more about how Katara's mom got killed and who actually killed Katara's mom. So Sokka told him that that it was during this raid that happened. Southern Raiders raided the Water Tribe like a couple of years ago when they were just kids, and they were so helpless, and that they couldn't like save their mom, because they were just little kids. So it turns out that the mom was just protecting Katara, because the Fire Nation Southern Raiders, they came because they wanted to know who was the last waterbender in the tribe. And their mother was like, no, there's no other waterbender here. Everyone is normal. No one's got waterbending powers here. So she was just protecting Katara. Katara was the last waterbending user. So what they did, so their mom was like, yeah, just take me as a prisoner. But the actual guy, the warden that killed, he just killed her instead of like taking her as a prisoner. So it was really sad that Katara at the time, like, she just felt so helpless, and that's why she's been like bottling up this anger inside of her, like, damn, I could have done something. And she was just so angry at the warden, and she wanted to find out who killed her mother. So Zuko wanted to actually found out who it was and actually took her to the place where the Southern Raiders are. So they went there, but they initially couldn't find the actual man that killed Katara's mum. But before that, Aang was like trying to tell Katara that you shouldn't consume yourself with revenge and hatred. It will just fill you up. It will just poison you in the end if you give in to revenge. And I totally understood where Aang was coming from, but I also understood where Katara was coming from, because it is your own parent that got killed, so you have every right to be angry about it. But I didn't want Katara to become a killer because of it. So it was quite dark seeing Katara bloodbend that man, and then like all those, oh man, the sound effects of the bones cracking and stuff, like, oh man, that was quite dark. I feel like bloodbending is like a whole other type of creepy power. It's just kind of scary because you are actually bloodbending. You're bending someone's blood. That just scares me a bit, as like a superpower. So yeah, she was very angry. And yeah, we've seen Katara angry before, but like that, it was so personal that she was proper angry in episode 16. And rightfully so, she has every right to be angry. But I'm glad that she didn't kill the actual warden who killed her mother. Even though the warden was an absolute douchebag. So it turns out that the warden is a very old man now, and he retired as a warden. So yeah, and he was like, oh, please spare me. Like, he's trying to act like he was trying to beg for his life, beg for mercy. And when he was like suggesting that, oh, you can kill my mother, that's fine, and I'm just like, you scumbag, you absolute scum, yo. I can't believe you'd say something like that. Villains, man. But I am glad that Katara didn't fall for that, you know. So, but at least there's some closure. So I guess there's some closure. At least you vent, but you don't vent to the point where you actually kill someone because of it. So cool. Last episode was just funny and really cringy. So the crew, Aang's crew, they watched this play where they were acting out as them, and it was so inaccurate and so bizarre. It was just so weird. And I can't believe a female actor was playing Aang. That was just weird. That was so weird. Like, and like they were like playing up the romance between Zuko and Katara, and I do like the friendship between Zuko and Katara, and I do like their moments together, but I do prefer Aang and Katara as a couple. But then again, I don't mind either way. Um, uh, I won't get into shipping wars, but like I'm fine with either. But the thing is, I do like Zuko with Mado, and oh yeah, that's something else. May and Ty Lee betrayed Azula. Oh, that was awesome. That was so awesome to see. I just felt so bad for May. It's like she was like confronting Zuko about why he sent her a letter, dumping her through a letter instead of saying it to her face. You should have said it to her face, you know, if you wanted to do that. I feel bad for her. I really hope Zuko and May get back together. They were really good as a couple. And she actually, in the end, supported him. She's siding with him now because she loves Zuko more than she fears Azula. So, you know, that's love right there. True love right there. I was quite surprised with Tylee. I didn't know she would actually go against Azula because so far she's been like sucking up to Azula. But like it does make sense in a way as well because Azula's just a bitch to them. So yeah, yeah, that's all I have to say. What do you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.